You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. We are at 98% capacity. I'm almost to 100%, goddammit. Let's go!
Perfect.
I'm hyped. That was for me. Listen.
Do it! Just do it!
Well, I'm about to, goddammit. We got news on injuries. We got news on Cody. We got news on the interim TNT champion. And I also want to talk about AEW and WWE in cahoots with Impact. And I want to give some thoughts on that. We got a lot to get into today on today's show, but before that, hit my socials. Yes.
Perfect.
Follow me, RJD at RJD10K. Follow me on Twitter at RJ699 and follow me on Snapchat at RJD199. Most importantly, you know what's coming. Follow me at What the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Follow me on Anchor, What the Wrestling. Follow me on Spotify, What the Wrestling. We got a lot to get into, so let us not waste any more time. I got my 2 bottles of water. I got the energy to get it done. Let's go! Yes, 'tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. This is your What the Wrestling AEW Battle of the Belts review. Plus, we got the news. I did not intend to rhyme, but I did. Shout out to me, goddammit. Listen. We got some new and cool things on the horizon. Stop the show. Got some new and cool things on the horizon. Y'all see this? I don't even know if y'all can see that. But that is a what? Oh, it's reflective too. That is a What the Wrestling. That is a cup holder coaster. So you don't break your glass table like I broke my goddamn glass cup last night. Don't ask, because I ain't telling you how I did it. But anyway,
You stupid.
We got some new things coming in regards of merch. Look out for it. It has begun. So,
Give me a hell yeah.
it's coming, everybody. It's coming. So, looking to expand and do some new and interesting things. We will be talking all things wrestling. We will be making some merch. We will be making some cool and interactive things. It is in the works, just letting everybody know that it's coming. Now, this is not going to be like WWE, where Veer has been coming to WWE for the past 6 months. No. This is not going to be like that.
Get the fuck out of here!
If I say it's coming, goddammit. So, with that being said, look out for all that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I cannot wait to bring some new and interesting stuff to you guys. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I'm hype already. No cap here.
Stop the cap.
We're going to keep it pushing. Now listen. I know the suspense is killing you. And I know you want me to get to the news. And I know you want me to get to the review. But I had to drop that bomb on y'all. So, with that being said, let us transition back into AEW Battle of the Belts. Now, Battle of the Belts took place yesterday, Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Very interesting time slot on TNT. We had a very interesting show. Now, it wasn't a bad show by any stretch. 3 good matches, fastest hour of wrestling in the whole business. Now, first things first, let's talk about Saturday night. I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know what the numbers are going to be. Maybe this was a test run by Tony Khan to see how they would do on a different night. They're going to have to move off of Friday nights at 10.
You stupid.
Sorry, messed that up. They're going to have to move off of that night eventually, because ain't no way in hell they're going to be able to stay Friday night at 10. It's a bad time. In the summer, they're going to lose viewers. 8 o'clock is better, but, that's SmackDown. Saturday, maybe. Home alone, chilling, home with the wife, with the kids, whatever. Want to check out a quick little hour of wrestling at 8 o'clock? Why not? Shit don't happen till like after 9, 10 o'clock anyway, if you're going to go out and party or something. So 8 o'clock is actually a good time to watch some wrestling. The pay-per-views now are on 8 o'clock. WWE pay-per-views on Saturdays at 8. AEW's been putting on Saturday shows at 8. So it's not outside the realm of possibility that they could move to that time slot. But this is all purely speculation. Who knows if they're going to move to that time slot or not. But I do think I want to see the numbers. I think they will be very, very interesting. Now, first things first, on this show, we had Sammy Guevara versus Dustin Rhodes for the Interim TNT Championship. First and foremost, Dustin Rhodes. Man is in his 50s and still telling great stories in the ring. They are using him properly. To think this man was actually going to retire. How dare you? This man was actually going to retire, and he was going to rob us of all of this awesomeness.
How dare you?
Listen, Dustin Rhodes is awesome. Sammy Guevara, the Spanish god, he is already awesome. I mean, if you didn't know, now you know. You're an idiot. But stupid. So you should have known that already. But this match was great, A1, but they are doing shit that it's like, oh my God, what is wrong with these people? It's like Canadian Destroyer off the apron onto a table. Oh! Sweet Jesus. Yes, that happened. And excuse me for my water breaks. Y'all know I'm just getting off of, probably had the flu. So just bear with me on that. But this was a great back and forth match. I loved it. So getting into it, after the last commercial break, Dustin hit a power slam. Guevara countered a monkey flip, hit a big clothesline. Was that my door? I am expecting an Amazon package. So if it is an Amazon package, I'll get it after the podcast. But it was a big clothesline. Guevara hit a springboard takedown from the top rope to the floor. Dustin caught him in a second springboard attempt, hit a crossroads for a close 2 count. He then hit a code red for another near fall, almost got the win. Then he climbed to the top rope, but Guevara pulled him off with his shoulders, hit the go to hell, the GTH, for a close 2 count. Fuego del Sol then came from out of goddamn nowhere. Like, where'd this guy come from? I have no idea. But anyway, he had the bright idea, stupid, to introduce a table. So he goes and gets the table, puts it up. Arn Anderson chases him off, and Guevara tried to use the table, but instead he got countered and got Canadian destroyed through the damn table. Stupid. Sammy's dead. He's dead. It's over. How dare you guys do that spot?
How dare you?
Jesus Christ. Anyway, after that, they went back and forth, and Guevara, I believe, won with a not a cradle. I think it was a cradle or roll up. He got the win. This was great stuff. Good story. Dustin is fucking fantastic at storytelling. It's no surprise that so is Cody. He is fantastic at storytelling. You do not need all the flippity flip shit to tell a great story. Don't get me wrong. I love that stuff too. But Dustin, Cody, I love the way they tell stories. They are beautiful, beautiful storytellers in the ring. Now, with that being said, this match was A1, A++. I have questions. So, Cody is out right now because of that thing going around. Y'all know. Starts with C, ends with A. One number after 18. So, because of that, we don't know how long he's going to be out. Now, he beat Sammy and then had to go away because of the Rona. So, I don't know if Sammy is going to continue to have this title. I don't know how long Cody's going to be out. I suspect Cody will be out a while, because why would they put the title on Sammy? Why would they put the title back on Sammy or somebody else if Cody wasn't going to be out for a while? Because they're going to have to unify those titles at some point, because you can't have a champion and then an interim champion. No, they got to fight each other to see who's the champ. So there's an open challenge, because after the match, Daniel Garcia came and messed with Sammy Guevara's win. They had a pull-apart brawl. So after that, later on in the night, he said, listen, this is a TNT. It's an open challenge title. Listen, you want it so bad? I got you, Daniel Garcia. So they'll be fighting soon. So my thing is this. When Cody comes back, if Cody comes back in like a week or two and then beats Sammy after one defense, that's kind of stupid, honestly. So I hope that this further transitions him into a heel, and he beats, if he beats Sammy, he cheats to do it, kicks him in the balls, cheats, whatever. Because then that would make sense, because he's a cheater. It's official, he's a heel, and now we will boo him accordingly. Listen, Cody is a great storyteller. He's a great babyface, great heel, doesn't matter. He was doing the heel stuff on the indies after he left WWE. So respect that man's authority.
Respect my authority.
So respect the fact that he knows how to tell a great story and he's a great heel. But Sammy, this whole thing is weird. So I don't know if he's going to be away for too long. I know he's out right now, but if he was only going to be out a week or two, they could have just kept him off of TV. Why would they have an interim title? So in Khan we trust. Not Nick Khan, but Tony Khan. So I trust Tony Khan to get this right and lead us down the correct path. And at the end of this, it would all make sense. I trust Cody. I trust Tony Khan. So I'm all for it. Nothing wrong here. Next, we had Matt Seidel versus Absolute Ricky Starks. This was a solid match, as always. So after the commercial break, we had Seidel hitting a lightning spiral for a close 2 count. He then hit a Meteora from the top rope for another near fall. Starks was too close to the ropes, and I think he tried to pin him, but he pinned him too far and his leg touched the ropes. Starks saw stars. Ricky Starks then hit Seidel with a spear before hitting his finisher for the win. At the end, Dante Martin and Lee Moriarty made the save when Team Taz started beating the hell out of Matt Seidel. And then it was later confirmed that Dante Martin will be fighting Powerhouse Hobbs coming soon. So, this also was good. Nothing wrong with this. I like the fact that Dante Martin is going to be fighting Hobbs, and I honestly think Hobbs is going to beat Martin. I think he's going to beat Dante. Dante's been winning a lot recently, and you know what? He could take an L. Obviously, I hope they cheat to do it. You know, you want to protect Dante Martin. And shout out to his brother. Hopefully, I think Mr. Darius comes back better than ever, and maybe they could get a tag team title match or win out of it down the line when he comes back, because they're both high flyers. Dante is not just the only high flyer. They both can fly. So hopefully they come back and they're better than ever. But I look forward to the story progression. I want to see what happens with Mr. Martin and Mr. Powerhouse Hobbs. That's going to be interesting. Then the final match of the night saw Riho versus the Doctor, Britt Baker, DMD. And this was a decent main event. I like Riho. A lot of people don't like Riho, and I don't know why. Riho's great. Like, she's like tiny and small, but she's like fierce, and then she'll stomp on, like, literally Riho will like stomp on your chest from the top rope. It looks like it sucks, but I like Riho. She's very good in the ring, and Britt Baker has gotten so much better. Nobody should be beating her for the title, or not right now. Next person up probably will be Thunder Rosa, but Riho gets a lot of hate, man, and I don't know why. Riho's great. So the only thing I had to stop the show. The only problem I had with this match is, god damn it, how much interference can you have in one match? Like, god damn, Jamie Hayter, Rebel, Jamie Hayter, Rebel, Jamie Hayter. Like, god damn, like, there was so much, like, interference in this match. It kind of took me out of the match a little bit, but it's annoying as fuck. Like, they gotta find a way. Like, interference is fine. She's a heel. That's what they do. They cheat. But at some point, the ref has got to be like, yo, get out. Go. Like, at some point, the ref has got to be like, get the fuck out of here. Go. Go to the back. You're cheating too much. Like, I can't take this shit. But anyway, the end came when Britt Baker avoided a attempt at a double stomp in the air. An air raid crash for a near fall. She then got the glove from Rebel, set up for the lockjaw, but Riho still got out of it. Britt Baker then reversed a suplex, brought her down, but Riho prevented her from applying the lockjaw, frantically getting towards the ropes. Once she got Riho in the middle of the ring, she hit a curb stomp for a 2 count. Lockjaw, Jamie Hayter and Britt, she hit a curb stomp for a 2 count, and then Jamie Hayter got into it with Britt, allowing Riho to then hit some moves for a close 2 count. But Britt Baker hit another curb stomp and applied the lockjaw for the win. Now, I like the fact that they are teasing dissension between Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker, because Jamie Hayter is fucking great. She is awesome in the ring. And shout out to Jamie Hayter, man. Beautiful woman right there. But Jamie Hayter is great, and you tease the dissension now so that when she eventually fights Thunder Rosa and Thunder Rosa beats her, maybe Jamie Hayter's the cause of that, and then they can get into a fight. So you make like 2 or 3 matches out of that one match. And then Britt Baker, after carrying the division for so long, she's a fan favorite. I don't know where she goes from there. Maybe she tries to go for the TBS belt after that and tries to go for Jade, or maybe she takes some time off. I don't know. But it's very interesting, and there's going to be a lot of different ways they could go with this, but the dissension has started. Jamie Hayter, the other day, she messed up her plans, and I think she hit Britt Baker in the face, causing them to lose that match. And then last night, they got into it again. So, I like it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It's coming. Can't wait. So, that was your AEW Battle of the Belts. Thumbs up show? Yes. It was a very, very interesting show. Not a lot going. A lot of story progression, but it was an hour. It was very quick. There were no surprises, so I wouldn't say it was lackluster, but you know, when you're expecting all of these surprises, because Tony Khan likes to give us all these surprises, you're expecting something different, and then you just get like a regular show. Sometimes you're let down, but I was fine with it. Good show, solid show. I shall not complain. Now, let's talk about WWE in talks with AEW about upcoming projects. So, per Ringside News was told by a tenured member of the team that AEW is in discussions about projects with John Laurinaitis, Johnny Ace. He has spoken to Tony Khan about working with AEW on a future project. Laurinaitis and Khan seemingly have been able to get along so far. We were told that, quote, Laurinaitis has spoken to Tony Khan about biographies on certain talent that is now in AEW. No exact names were confirmed to us, but logical choices come to mind include Jericho, Jon Moxley, Jim Ross, Cody Rhodes, etc., etc., etc. So, this is probably going to be like, just like how Jericho was on the Broken Skull sessions and they were talking about AEW openly on Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast. It's probably going to be something along the lines of that. Maybe it's a biography, so they got to come interview. Maybe they're doing a Jim Ross special, so they got to come interview people who know Jim Ross and who can talk about some of his most famous calls. Maybe they're doing one on Jericho. Jericho's been around for a very long time, and Cody. So they have upcoming projects. This isn't going to be like AEW where you got Jeff Cobb or you got Minoru Suzuki coming in from a whole nother other wrestling company and they're wrestling on Dynamite. It's not going to be like that. You're not going to have somebody from AEW go wrestle Roman Reigns. That's no, if you think that,
You stupid.
that's not going to happen. But this is going to be like if they're doing a film documentary or they're doing a biography on somebody, they're going to have to interview certain people who are no longer with the company. So, you know, that's like, listen, if you want to use my talent, you got to we got to license it. We'll, you know, I need some of that revenue that comes in, blah, 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 blah. That's what this is about. That's what they're going to do, and that's fine. I think it's good. WWE is starting to actually fucking work with people, and because we all know WWE doesn't play well with others. So WWE's like,
Respect my authority!
at all times, and then you get in bed with them, and it's like,
Gotcha, bitch!
give me my money. Like, where's my money? You got till 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. So, yeah, that's what this is about. Nothing wrong here. I'm all for it. I like it. I love it. Let's get these companies collaborating on any level. More money for them. More entertainment for us. Everybody wins. I also want to talk about, now let's talk about this Mickie James situation. So Mickie James is going to be in the Royal Rumble. She is the Knockouts champion. I did not see the Impact pay-per-view. Does it come on tonight? The Impact pay-per-view, I think it comes on, no, it came on yesterday. So I don't know if she's still the champion or not, because when I'm recording this, I didn't know. I'm not sure if she's the champion. I gotta assume she still is, because right after that stuff happened, where they announced it, Impact put out a tweet. Yeah, Mickie James, the champion, is going to be over there. Or is she going to be in the Royal Rumble? Will she still be champion? So they're trying to use WWE to get some buzz. Unfortunately, the Impact buzz doesn't last long. Even when they had Omega and then you had the Good Brothers on, like they were swapping talent from WWE. I think Moose wrestled freaking for the title. Moose wrestled on AEW Dark or Rampage or one of those shows. So for some reason, it doesn't benefit Impact when they work with a larger company. It's like they may have like a good viewership for 1 week or two, and then they go right back down to their current viewership. I don't know. They're holding on for dear life. Like I want everybody to work together so that everybody succeeds, but it has to be beneficial. And I don't see Impact benefiting AEW or WWE. And And honestly, WWE, even them using Impact and them having more eyes on Impact because of working with WWE or AEW, it still doesn't help the ratings. So, excuse me. So, I don't know. So, we'll have to see what happens with that. But a lot of people now are coming at Mickie James because of what happened. So, Mickie James was let go. Her stuff was sent to her in a trash bag. And Mark Carrano subsequently got fired for that because that was on him. She took to Twitter. She complained. She took to podcasts. She complained. She spoke up and stood for, listen, WWE is a shit company. They treat their people like shit. And she complained about all of this stuff. But then you said all of these bad things about WWE. But then with the first chance that comes along, you go right back to working with them. So a lot of people are like, listen, this is
Shots fired! Shots fired!
like she shot a lot of fire, you hear me? She fired a lot of shots. So it's like now people are firing shots at her. Talking about how could you talk all that big bad wolf shit about WWE, but then you go work for them. Again, indirectly, yes, but if you stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't go work for them. Even if it's through Impact. Even if you're trying to help Impact out by getting them noticed, you wouldn't work for them. So, me personally, listen, it's very interesting. I'm not going to say, no, I'm not going to sit here and disrespect, but I am going to say, that's very interesting and very telling. I would love to know her reasoning for going back to work for them. Listen, because of everything she did and because of things she said, somebody lost their job. Like, people were fired over that. Now, it wasn't right. Nobody should be freaking let go and have their stuff sent to them in a damn trash bag. That's so disrespectful. So, yes, that may have warranted a strong consequence. But you can't then say, oh, well, this happened, so I'm going to go back. Like, what is your reasoning for going back if there was such a bad company to work for? And yes, you're not going back as a superstar. You're going back just to work a one-off at the Royal Rumble. But still, I would love to know why. I would love to know why. So, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people getting at her for that. So, that's just something she's going to have to deal with. And, it is what it is in regards to that. Let's talk about Sasha Banks. Miss Banks is expected to be out of action 6 to 8 weeks by suffering a foot injury at that live event on WWE Live. So it's very interesting. I wish Sasha Banks the best. Get well soon. Sasha Banks has definitely stayed healthy for a long time. I remember she had the injury bug a while back. And it's very... it sucks when she gets hurt or anybody gets hurt, but 8 weeks, 2 months, and then there's rehab. Like, she's gonna have to work hard to get back. She had back issues in the past. Wrestling is a tough sport. It's not ballet. So wish her a speedy recovery. But seeing as how this Royal Rumble stuff is working on right now for WWE, I'm sure she's glad. She's like, yes, I'm hurt. I don't have to participate in that bullshit. So, listen, I want to talk about the Royal Rumble. So, the Women's Royal Rumble is going to see the likes of Summer Rae, Bella Twins, Kelly, Molly Holly, Michelle McCool, all of those Divas era people. They're coming back. But WWE has let go of so much fire female talent. It makes me wonder. You said, on one hand you say, we can't have anybody over 30 years old, over 25 years old, over 22 years old. But yet, 22, they didn't say that. I'm just joking. But you don't want anybody over 30, right? But yet, all of these people are like 40, 45, 50 years old. Michelle McCool's up there. Lita's up there. Trisha's up there if she comes back. Bella Twins are up there. But yet, you keep saying, oh, we don't want women that are over 30. But all these freaking women you bringing back to the Royal Rumble are over 30. That's some hypocritical shit. Why is that, will you ask? Crickets. So, to me, that's crazy. And if I'm Sasha Banks, remember that women's revolution? Remember that? Where we had Bayley, Charlotte, Becky, Sasha. We also had Asuka, Shayna Baszler. Remember the Pirate Princess, Toni Storm. Remember all of these Ember Moon, Tegan Knox. Remember all of these lovely ladies, some of them of which have been released. Don't you think it would have been nice to have those awesome wrestling women in the Royal Rumble who can actually wrestle? They weren't divas. No disrespect to the divas. Some of them are awesome. I love Lita. Some of them are awesome. Even Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix was really physical. But outside of just a couple of people, you don't get long matches with these women. It's Divas era bullshit 2.0. 2-minute matches. The whole Queen's Crown tournament was a bunch of 2-minute, 2.5-minute matches. A minute and a half matches. The whole freaking tournament. How, Sway?
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
So how do you make sense of that? And this is what I don't get with WWE. How do you make sense of that? You claim you wanted a women's revolution, and then you put what's this fucking girl's name? You put Ronda Rousey at the forefront of it, which is bullshit. The real women's revolution was in NXT.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That was the real women's revolution. When you had Bayley and Sasha shutting it down. main eventing. When you had Asuka for a year and some change running wild. When you had Ember Moon doing craziness down there. NXT takeovers always featured prominent women's wrestling. That was the women's revolution. That bullshit that took place, it was cute. But that wasn't the real women's revolution. The real women's revolution started on NXT with Triple H. Shout out him. Shout out Triple H.
Oh, yeah!
So I don't want to hear that. But now it seems like we're reverting back to the Divas era. 2-minute matches. You get a 2-minute match. Yeah, Charlotte and Naomi had a good scrap, yes. But how many wrestlers have they released that are women that can flat out go and wrestle their ass off? Tegan Knox, Ember Moon, just to name two. Ruby Riott, who everybody was high on. Fans, people in the company. Who else did they let go that could freaking wrestle? Toni freaking Storm. She got so fed up, she said, fuck this shit, I'm out. And she quit. Toni Storm was like, stupid, I'm out of here.
Get to the chopper!
Take me home. Get to the airplane and take me home. She was like, I'm out of here. Thanos snapped herself back home. So, I say all that to say, Sasha Banks out. It's not a bad thing. She needs a break. And she's hurt, but I'm glad she's not going to be a part of this Royal Rumble, because all of her wrestlers that she could potentially wrestle, 3/4 of them are fired. Their women's division ain't even really a division. They need to end the goddamn brand split. Like, that shit ain't doing nothing positive for nobody right now. You done fired so many people that one person goes down with a neck injury and you got no baby faces for Roman. And even if Roman were to beat that guy, he said it himself, and I quote, there ain't nobody on this roster that I ain't already smashed. Yeah, they found Seth Rollins, but what happens after they beat him? They're going to have a rematch and then another rematch? What if Drew McIntyre is not ready? What if his neck injury is more serious than originally thought? Then what? Then what do you do? Who do you have to fight Roman? You're going to have to be plucking people from Monday Night Raw just to put them on SmackDown anyway, so you might as well just end the brand split. End the brand split, end these 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 titles, end that shit, and let's just have one top title for the men, one top title for the women, one top title for the tag teams. You only got 3 goddamn tag teams across 4 shows. So at least if you're combining the tag teams, you'll have a decent tag team division. I mean, we still won't care. You got to build it up. But at least it'll be a division, a halfway division. That's what they need to do. But they're letting go of so many people. They're not going to have a goddamn company to wrestle with. That's why we get 50 freaking rematches every week. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how this bodes well. I just hope Sasha Banks gets well soon. Definitely get well soon, Sasha. But I don't know what this Royal Rumble is going to look like. And I just have a feeling that the Royal Rumble, you know, it's hypocritical to do what they did. But the Royal Rumble is, for the women anyway, I don't see it being good. Not at this current stage. I don't see how it can be like a good Royal Rumble. I mean, shit. When the first Women's Royal Rumble, they almost killed themselves trying to get over the damn top rope. Queen Zelina is barely, like, she is as tall as the top rope. She's like 5'2". How you getting her over the top rope without throwing her over? It's going to be a shit show. I am not optimistic about it, but I hope to be proven wrong. Speaking of injuries, Jake Atlas says he's aight. He had a very bad looking knee injury. Couldn't even do the Panama Sunrise after he hurt himself. But he got an MRI after his match with Adam Cole, baby. And he took to Twitter and said his knee is okay and he'll be back soon. So good for that brother. Good for him. Hopefully it was just a minor tweak. He didn't break any ligaments. A little bit of rehab. Stay off the leg for a while. Be easy. And he'll be back to flipping around in no time. Shout out to Jake Atlas. Rey Fenix. Looks like he's going to be okay too. It appeared that he broke his arm after taking that choke slam off the apron. But he appears to be okay. So Phoenix tweeted out to fans, and he promised to return as a better version of his former self. He will also be reprogrammed upon his return. And I quote, I'll be back reprogrammed. I'll come back a better version. I'll be back soon. So hopefully his ligament damage wasn't too crazy. And after that, hopefully he can get back to flying around the ring with Penta El Cero Miedo, and he's going to be a-okay. Rey Fenix is awesome. He is one of the best wrestlers on the planet. He can literally do things nobody can do. I've seen him do things that nobody else can do. I don't care who you are. And if you can do it, you're like of the top 0.0001% of wrestlers who can do what he can do. But I'm glad to see that he's okay. Good stuff. Cody Rhodes, Brandy Rhodes, isolating due to the Rona. I already stated this early on in the show, and I quote, I appreciate everybody reaching out. Brandy and I are in isolation with family that have unfortunately tested positive for the vid. That's me paraphrasing. It's been a scary time dealing with such a strong virus and the complications that come with it. We are all, stop. Sorry.
Stupid.
All right, let's figure this out. We are all doing all we can to nurse and protect the family during this time. I will remain in quarantine as long as needed. So, like I said, if he's coming back after a week or two, they did not need to do this interim shit. But if he's going to be out for an extended period of time, a month, 2 months, then yes. We definitely need a TNT champion on TV. Hope he gets well soon. So with that being said, That's all I got for you guys today. I think he came in here. That's all I got for you guys today. Very, very interesting stuff. But before I go, don't forget to like the goddamn video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Go hit that like button. Drop a comment. I will respond back to you if you leave me a comment. If you don't want to see my beautiful face, then you can always listen to the audio and
Surprise, motherfucker.
like that too. Drop a comment. Hit my polls on Anchor and Spotify. I do have polls up every time I put up an episode. I put up a poll. Let's get interactive. Let's react with each other. Let's commence to doing what we do, watching this sport we all know and love. It is the reason we are all here in the first place. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Enjoy your football Sunday. NFC has playoff implications. Hopefully my Ravens won. I wasn't checking the score. Hopefully my Ravens won because it looks like the Colts got spanked. So if we win, we're in. We were down 3 with 2 minutes left. Hopefully we came back and we squashed the Steelers, sending Ben Roethlisberger into retirement. A loser. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Be safe. Hit that like video, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.
Do it. Just do it. Dom DeMarco.